Hi, I'm Brett.
I'm Ashley, and this is Zoe, and welcome to our Sweet Digs
/ production space.
Before you guys can come in, make sure to subscribe down below. All right, go on in. So we live in the historic core of downtown LA.
And we pay about $2,900 a month to live here, which is actually really good for LA. We can walk to pretty much any bar, restaurant, anything we want.
We have a pool, free parking, 2 bathrooms. We own our own daytime production location rental business where we essentially rent out locations for television, film, commercials, music videos.
And we also offer online training for people who want to do the same thing we do and have their space rented out for production, events, or meetings.
This is our living room. The most expensive piece in this apartment is this couch and chair set that we have. We love mid-century design, but we hate paying for it. So I actually found these on Craigslist, and it was a little under $1,000. It's nice and sleek and has a kind of sophisticated edge, and it's pretty comfortable.
We justified spending a little bit more on just decorating the space and getting furniture because we knew we were going to be using Peer Space to make money off of our space. It's more like an investment than it is just, actually just buying something to have for your home. So I think probably our favorite part of the space has to be this garage swinging door. People can load in equipment here. We load in groceries through this door.
Lazy days.
Yeah, super lazy. Pull the car right up. It's been really cool to have just as an access point.
This is our dining / kitchen area. A lot of the decor elements come from DIY projects that I did myself. I actually found these at Joann Fabrics for about $10 a piece. Got some stain from Home Depot, and now it serves as this beautiful shelf area with a whole bunch of ingredients I never use, but it looks nice, so. And then also this chalkboard wall that we actually did ourselves one day. I always love to do different design graphics on here, different decals, and it gives it like a really cool, unique edge that not a lot of apartments have. Probably the most sentimental piece in our whole place is this kitchen table. It was actually named after me, which is so cool. Of course, I went on Craigslist and I actually found a table maker. We met with him in person, sat down, told him what we were looking for in terms of the size, the style, the design, the type of wood we wanted to use. It's just a really awesome part of our loft, and we'll probably never get rid of this thing. In here we have the kitchen. So this counter we actually got on Craigslist. I ended up finding this thing for 125 bucks. From a gelato restaurant, which is actually just a block away from here. The two of us hold this thing by foot down the street at like 9 o'clock at night. Probably my #1 tip for Craigslist is always keep looking. This is the first floor main bathroom. We actually don't use this bathroom that much, only for guests. This is where we hide Louie's litter box. I did a lot of the art on the walls. I bought a couple of really cheap frames for like $4. I wrapped them in wrapping paper and literally used leftover nail polish that I had to just make some wonky little abstract piece, and boom, instant bathroom on a budget. We have a second living room. The previous tenants actually used this space for a second bedroom, but since it's only the two of us, we thought, why not have a comfier, more chill, relaxed living room? The other room is more of the nice seating entryway. This is more of the cozy space that we like to watch movies and entertain friends. So there once was a piece of furniture that we disagreed on. However, it is no longer in the space, and that is because it was a terribly ugly beanbag chair.
I thought it was kind of cool looking, but apparently not.
We see who won.
We do a really good job of working together and kind of using the space together.
We didn't want it to be too girly or too masculine, so I tried to keep that in mind when designing the space and make it really feel like it was both of ours and not just mine or not just his. All of the art in the space is actually original artwork from a very famous artist. Me. I'm just kidding. I'm not a famous artist, but for our production business, it's really important that we have art that can be used for pretty much any backdrop without having to get any crazy legal releases signed. So made some wonky abstract designs that are pretty neutral, and it works out. So I decided to take this blank space and turn it into a gallery wall. A lot of this art I did myself, of course, but I also found some really cool pieces from old geology books. Some of these stencils are mine. I also took some clippings from the Tao Te Ching, and just funny little phrases that make you laugh as you walk up the stairs.
Well, here we have our bedroom, really cool. Ashley is very comfortable in the bedroom. She likes to sleep all the time.
All the time. One of the biggest things that we were lacking with this place was not having a designated closet space. We were really limited on storage. We actually got the inspiration to build our closets from boutiques, and we picked up the components all from Home Depot for pretty cheap. It's kind of like living in the closet in a way.
A really big closet.
I would describe our home style as sort of a blend of several different styles. There's obviously a lot of mid-century modern elements to some of the furniture and the way it's laid out, but there's also some bohemian and sort of Scandinavian elements as well. I would categorize it as Craigslist chic because everything in here is from Craigslist, if I haven't said that already. Here is the bathroom. Since we're on the ground floor in the middle of downtown, it's very much so a fishbowl type of environment. Meaning, sometimes when I get out of the shower, I don't realize the blinds are open and I just walk outside all naked. Usually in the morning when we're getting ready, we keep the blinds down, and then when everyone's dressed and decent, we open the blinds and we know that there's not gonna be any mishaps with someone seeing something they shouldn't have been.
We met, what, almost 9 years ago?
9.
I like to say we met through mutual friends, but technically it was Facebook.
It was Facebook.
So I sent Ashley a well-crafted message.
It was a
That
novel.
explained my interest. That was it. Like, we were like really close early on. So
BFFs.
before we started this Peerspace business, we were, I was an accountant, a CPA, doing a lot of boring stuff.
And I have a sales and marketing background. This business has allotted us the opportunity for us to both quit our jobs and run this business full time.
I think probably the biggest lesson we learned was just to be open and seek opportunity wherever you can.
When people ask us, like, how do you deal with having strangers in your house all the time? When we tell them how we were able to build a business and how fun it is, it really kind of changes the conversation and makes it seem like such a great opportunity, which it is. This is our dream apartment. We are so lucky and feel so grateful that we found this place when we did, and we've spent the last 3 years kind of making it feel like home. I think the next step would be buying a house out here in LA. If we could change one thing about the apartment, it would probably be the storage.
More storage would be good, but that can come with the house because it'd be a lot bigger.
Thanks for checking out our sweet digs. To subscribe, click here.
And to watch more videos, click here.
Bye guys.